Okay, so good morning. Today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be scanning this pipe outdoors. We've got a good temperature here. It's minus 10 in the Quebec City area. So the idea is to be able to go in the field um, using only the equipment, the laptop, and a little bit of power source. I've got this portable power station. It can provide 1800 watt, but any power station can be used as long as you're able to cover at least 400 watts probably. So first thing that we're going to be doing is I've got my laptop in here that I've used a Handyscan case, but I'd probably like to have a larger one just because the laptop is a little bit tight in there, but it was what I had handy for the first test. And then I've got the Handyscan. I'll just plug everything in and then we'll be ready to start. With the laptop, I've got all the power supplies in there, so the only thing I need to do is I've got a little power cord that I'll be putting in here, and start the power, put that in, turn the computer on. Okay, now that everything is connected, we wanted to have a way to put the targets on that would not be so time consuming, and it's also cold for the fingers to use a single target. So what I did is I placed some targets every 3 or 4 inches on magnetic strips. So we'll put them on about every 4 inches. Okay, so now that we're set up and everything, what we'll do is we'll just start the pipe check app in here, and we'll calibrate the scanner, and we'll be ready to do the scan here. Okay, so first thing we're doing, calibrating the scanner using the calibration plate. Once everything has tempered to whatever temperature we'll be working at. So now I just click on there, it reads the code bar so it knows which calibration plate it's using, making sure we've got the right one, and the calibration is done. Now that we're done with the calibration, we'll just do the first scan. We'll use that scan with those target strips, and then we'll add some more in between and remove those ones to be able to scan underneath them. So first scan, let's start scanning. So I've got the first scan done. We'll save this session. And once everything is saved, we'll do the second scan. So for the second scan, now the idea is to put those other strips in between here. And if we only had the targets there, the scan would be done because it would be only small holes to fill. And we just have to pay attention where we put the target, not that it's, because we don't want them to be on the largest part of the corrosion. But in this case, I'm just adding those stripes, and I'll completely remove the other ones and be able to scan underneath them. So now let's just save this session. Pipe, a door, reset the scan. Now, the important thing here is to be in the scan positioning target mode only. So what this allows for is that we're going to be scanning only the targets for now, and then we'll remove the other ones, and then we'll toggle to the scan surface mode and acquire the whole surface of the pipe. Let's start by scanning only the targets. There we go. Okay. So, and then now we'll remove the targets that we had first, and then we'll just do the scanning with the other ones for the remainder of the surface that was under those targets earlier. Just got to make sure that you're removing the right ones. think I've got most of the surface now. Just doing a small check up here. Make sure we got everything. Okay, so we're done with the scanning. Now we'll just go inside and process the data and show you how to merge the two files together to get a single pipe. Okay, perfect. So now what we want to do is do the processing of these two pipes and merge them into PipeCheck. The first thing we want to do is remove those stripes on the two scans, and then we'll be able to merge them together. So the idea is to remove the width of the band using Edit Scan. I like to use the brush one. Having the brush a little wider than the strips actually creates that hole, and you make sure that you remove everything from the strip. And then when we'll import the other scan and merge them together, this will fill the voids because those strips were not there on the second scan. Once we've got the two scans cleaned, we can import them together, and you'll see they're not properly aligned, but then we'll use the targets that we have a model where we have the two models of stripes because all of the targets were scanned all at once. So the software can automatically merge the two scans or align the two scans together and then merge them to create one single scan file. So the alignment is really automatic. We saw when we clicked on align or on preview, it did bring the scans together, and now we just clicked on merge. It's computing the new scan or the new surface using all of the scan data. Here, this would be the final scan that would include the two scans that we had earlier. Now, I just want to clean up and remove the legs that I had on there because I don't want them to be used to set the virtual pit gauge that we're going to be running using PipeCheck. Now that the data is all cleaned up, what we want to do is finalize the scan, and this is the final step to generate one single STL that can then be used in PipeCheck for the corrosion and also for the dent module. In this case, I'll show you in the corrosion module, but you can also use those files in the denting module to create your analysis and reporting. The advantage that we had here today really was to use the strips and then merge the two scans together so that we didn't have to put all the targets one by one, considering the fact that in the winter time, it's not necessarily the easiest way to put the targets on. But as you see here, I now have my all my color map and also the deviation and all of the features that were created using the interaction rules that were in the report. Hope you guys enjoyed the presentation, and let's talk soon.